But just making sure your knees are underneath your hip bones, and we're going to be in a tall kneeling position. So we're just going to do shoulders starting off here. So just starting off with the shoulders, taking your right shoulder forwards, up, back and round. And again, breathing in and breathing out. So only 45 minutes today, because I know bank holiday weekend, people have got places to go, all that sort of thing. Maybe a bit of sunshine to go out to. So last one with the right, and we're going to go straight to the left. And I know weekends is busy with children and things as well, if that's still what we're doing. And then just doing both together. Last one. And then just tilting your head over to the right gently, centre over to the left. And again, one more time to either side. And then we're going to start, we're going to take our arms out nice and wide, reaching through the fingertips. And we're going to do, imagining you're holding a big beach ball. And as you do, we're just going to tilt your hips backwards, round those arms forward, stretching the back of your shoulders. And then we're opening up wide and take the hands very slightly behind the shoulders, opening the chest. And again, breathing in, we round forward, sitting your hips fractionally back, and then opening up wide. Lovely. And again, breathing in, rounding forward, breathing out, open wide. Lifting the chin very gently as well. And again, forwards, round that spine, tuck the tailbone. And then open for the last time. Keeping your arms here. We're just going to float them up, slide the shoulders down. And then we're going to push our palms facing down. Rotating them up, we push up. Pushing down and bring them down. And again, rotating the palms up, we float up, reaching through the fingers, rotating and pushing down. This time we're just going to rotate the palms up, still reaching through the fingers, just bring your fingertips into the top of your shoulders and then open wide, reaching through. And again, breathing in and breathing out. And again, breath in and breathing out. So this time we're going to bring our fingers in. I'm just going to link your hands, taking them to the back of your head. Elbows nice and wide, shoulders slid down your back. Abs are still engaged. We're just going to gently rotate over to the right. Nice bit of spine twist and back to the centre. And then over to the left, still making sure your shoulders have dropped down. And again, back to the centre. Again, over to the right, back to the centre, and then over to the left, and again, back to the centre. We're going to take both arms back down. A little bit of a side bend here, just floating the right arm up and over, reaching as far as you can. Nice long fingers, long arms, and slowly back down. And again, left side. Breathing in as you float up and over and then back. One more time either side. So over to the right and again over to the left. Lovely. Bring the arms back down. From here we're going to do a little bit of a stretch into the hip flexors. So again, keeping that kneeling tall, we're going to take the right leg in front. So this is a nice familiar exercise. So getting that 90 degrees behind your knees, 90 from your thigh to torso, hand on the top of the knee. So we're going to engage your left glute very slightly and then leaning forward into that front knee. So stretching into that front of the quad on the left leg. Holding here. Keeping that chest facing forward. Then from here, challenging your balance, we're going to pop your left hand down inside the right foot And then we're going to open and lift that right arm up to the ceiling. So holding here, a little bit wobbly probably. And then we're going to bring that arm down, sitting yourself a little further back, stretching into the hamstrings, gently pushing the heel down, and then sitting back. So you can keep it high if your hamstrings are tight. You can take it a little bit lower if you want to. Not desperately comfortable. I know some of you particularly won't like this one, but it's good for you, as you know. So from there, we're going to pop your hands down and we're just going to take that same right leg out to the side. So stretching now into your inner thigh and into your hip. Hands flat on the floor. We're just going to slide yourself forwards and then gently sit yourself back. And again, working to your own body here. Taking it forward and back. And again, forwards and back. Last one forward. And last one back. And then we're going to bring that right knee under again. Okay, bring yourself back up to your tall kneel. Everyone okay? We're going to take that left leg forward. So again, that nice 90-90 behind your knee and thigh to torso. Hands on the top of the thigh. Again, engage your right glute. So keeping those hips nice and square and lean forward. So again, holding into that stretch, relaxing the shoulders. Making sure your chest stays up and forward. And then we're going to place your right hand down inside the left foot. And then reach and rotate the left arm up. Still keeping that right glute engaged. Again, a little bit wobbly. And then we're going to bring both hands together, sit yourself back. And again, as ever, noticing it might feel a little bit different this side. Hips, hamstrings, knees can all play a part. So again, you can keep yourself up higher if that's what is good for you. You can take it lower if you want to get a little bit more stretch. And then we're just going to walk your hands forward, and this time we're going to take the left leg out to the side. Lovely, so you're kind of on the inside of that left foot. And again, just bring yourself forward and then gently rock yourself back. And then again, forward and rock yourself back. Okay, nice adductor stretch. Opening into the hip as well. Forward and back. Last one. And as you take yourself back, we're going to come down to a seated position. Okay, so it all feels quite a bit looser and everything there. From here, we're just going to stretch out and get your ankles moving. So feet flat on the floor. We're just going to bring the right foot up. Scoop the abs in. It's not an ab exercise, but we're just engaging everything whilst we can. Holding this knee up, we're just going to circle your right ankle round in one direction. And then back the other way. We're going to hold it still, point and flex, pointing and flexing, point and flex. And then we're going to place that foot back down. Same on the left side. Bring that left knee up. Okay, so you're in a little bit of a V6, so you're still going to be working the abs very slightly. And again, we're going to circle in both directions. And again, one leg is easier to do than the other, isn't it? This left one feels really clunky. So turning it back the other way. And then again, pointing and flexing. Pointing and flexing. Last point, last flex. And then we're going to place that foot back down. Okay, feet are flat on the floor, hip distance apart. We're going in for the triceps again. So, never a popular exercise this, but it is so good. We're going to take, if you can, the hands behind you with your fingertips pointing towards your hips. If that's not good for your wrists, of course you can turn the hands out so that they're in a comfortable position, so they can face out to the sides instead. But if you can, having those fingertips pointing towards your hips. You want them about maybe 4 or 5 inches behind, so that you're in a bit of a V sit, but you're being supported by your arms, obviously. We're going to lift the chest up before we start. So scoop the abs in, but lifting the chest as if you're sort of one of those puffed up and proud. So keeping the chin very slightly lifted as well. And then from here, we're going to tip the whole body back. And you're kind of creating your own resistance. So as you're dropping the chest, you want to kind of fight it with your arms as you lower back. And then you're going to push the floor away as you bring yourself back up to seated, keeping that chest puffed up. And again, we sit back, taking those elbows down, push the floor away as you bring yourself up. So the whole body is tilting back and then slowly coming back up. Lovely. And again, breathing in, we lower down. Breathing out, keep that chest puffed up, chin lifts up. And as you're lifting your chin, it's just a slight lift, so you're not squashing the back of your neck. Pushing back up. We're going to do 3 more of these. Push the floor away. 2 more. And last one. And as we bring yourself back up, give the arms a little bit of a shake. I know some of you would have hated that, but they're really, really good. Getting ready for the summer, we're going to be waving a lot, hopefully, from our different socially distanced tables. Okay, so we're just going to stretch out our arms and shoulders. We're going to reach that right arm across your body, between the elbow and the wrist, pull across. And then taking that arm up and over, and again, pulling the elbow. And then left arm, exactly the same, goes across between the elbow and the wrist. And then that same arm goes overhead. And then taking your arms back down. Okay, from there we're going to come straight down to the mat into our relaxation position. Either you can flop yourself down, it's Saturday, it's the weekend, maybe give yourself a bit more of a break, or being as you're here, you might as well go for it. So we're going to take the arms forward, taking ourselves down nice and slowly. Nice control. And then when you're down on the mat, setting yourself up, your normal relaxation position. You're using a head cushion if you want to, if you need to. So now we're down on the mat. We're going to start off with some nice breathing. Obviously, we didn't breathe at the start. So we're going to concentrate on having that nice wide breath into the rib cage. So lengthen your spine, really reaching through the top of your head to the one end of the room and through your tailbone down to the other. And again, get that the ribs relaxed, tummy button to spine, arms down by your side. Well, you can, if you want to, pop your hands on your rib cage so you can feel it widening. So you can take a breath in through your nose, and as we do, we're going to widen the ribs across the width of your mat. And as you breathe out, draw the tummy button to spine. And breathing out slowly through pursed lips. And again, breathing in. And slowly back out. And again, breathing in. And slowly back out, keeping those ribs nice and heavy. Making sure that as you're doing the breath in, that the shoulders don't come up to your ears. And we're going to make your next one the last one. Okay. From there, we're going to go into some rib cage closure. We start with a basic one with our feet down, and then we can bring it on as we wish. So arms are down by your side, the back of your hands are facing up. And again, we're going to breathe in, we're going to float those arms up and over, taking them up to the ceiling, then reaching behind you. Keeping those ribs down, and then we're slowly going to come back up. So nice and gentle, give mobility into the shoulders. Breathing in. And breathing out. And again, breath in. And slowly breathing out. So we're going to start to bring this on again if you want to. If you are happy where you are, stay there. So if you're keeping one foot down, we're going to, each time we come up, we're going to bring one knee up as you breathe in. Then breathing out, that same knee will go down. And then the same on the left-hand side. Both arms are floating up, but you can bring that single knee up. And again, slowly lower back down. If you want a little bit more challenge, before we go, we're going to take the legs up to double knee fold, making sure the knees are over the hips. We're going to breathe in, float both arms up. Now feel this extra challenge through your abs, keeping those ribs heavy and down, keeping the spine long. And again, slowly back. Again, keeping your lower body still. Breathing in. Connecting the abs, drawing the bottom of the rib cage down towards the hips. 2 hip bones drawn together as well. Okay, keeping everything nice and still. Okay, we're going to make your next one the last one. So this time as we take the arms back, as we bring them up and over, we're going to nod your chin into your chest, curling up, and then we're going to hold those arms in a hovered position, reaching through your fingers. From here, we're going to go straight into the 100. So pulsing up and down, breathing in, breathing out. So changing your leg position now if you want to. If you usually have your feet down, take them down. If you want to take your legs up, take them up. If you want to bring your heels together, toes turned out, and lower back down. Breathing in, breathing out. Tummy button to spine, keeping your center super still. Reaching through your fingers from the top of the shoulder to your fingertips. Still drawing the hips to ribs. Nice breath. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to do 20 more. Last 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring your knees into your chest and rock your hips from side to side. Excellent. Perfect. Good start. From there, we're going to take your legs back down to the mat, one at a time. And from here, we're going to, again, reset your abs and everything before we go back up. Again, you're going to have 2 options. We're going to take your legs up to long frog, but up towards the ceiling. Now, if you're only doing one leg, again, you can do the same. Keep one leg on the floor, take one leg up. But if you're not having to keep one leg on the floor, take both legs up. So long frog, exactly like we do on the floor. You're going to have your knees a little bit wider, and you're going to have your kind of, not completely the inside of your feet, but just the inside of the sort of toe knuckle and the inside of your heel, just to create this diamond shape. Hands down by your side. Again, just re-engage those abdominals, and just your right leg with a pointed toe is going to go down almost like for a toe tap. We lower it down and bringing back up. And again, we lower down, keep those abs engaged, bringing them back up. And again, we lower down and up. And again, keeping that shape so you don't lengthen and bend the leg stays in this long frog position all the time. So we're going to do 2 more on this side. And last one. Straight away, we're going to swap over, left leg taps down, keeping that knee rotated out to the side. And again, we lower. And again, coming up. Abs are engaged, ribs stay heavy, nothing moves in that center position. Knee rotated out to the side, you're tapping down the outside of the foot to the mat. 2 more on this side. And last one. And when you finish that last one, again, bring the knees in, give them a rock, nice and gently. Okay, we're going to go into ordinary toe tap now. Again, we're going to build up. Again, you've got the option keeping one foot down on the floor if you want to. We're going to take both knees up, both feet extended, so you're in that same line. Hands are down by your side initially, and then we're going to bring this one on as well. So just tapping down straight underneath you, as you normally would. Again, not changing the angle behind the knee. Lowering down one toe at a time and up. So not going too quickly, keeping it slow so you're able to keep control of your pelvis. Lowering and lifting. Okay, we're going to change it up a little bit by taking your hands behind your head. Keep those ribs heavy and down. Okay, we're going to start to speed up the legs. So one comes up, one comes down. Breathing in, breathing out. And if anything again gets too much, please take it back. So you can just slow this down if you need to. Okay, we're going to bring the obliques in now. So we're going to nod the chin up in your normal curl up position. And now we're going to rotate the other upper body. So your right shoulder to your left knee, left shoulder to your right. Quickly changing. So we don't need to do too many of these. Super hard, but keeping the pelvis as still as you can, keeping the elbows wide. We're going to do 4 more, 3 more, 2 more, and last one to either side. Stop in the center and take yourself back. Okay, good. This isn't what Saturday mornings are normally about, is it? I'm definitely normally in my pajamas by now. The more lively I've been on a Saturday morning for a very long time. Okay, I think there's one more to do. Now, so we're going to go now into a pretzel bridge. So we're going to cross the right leg over the left. So normally we have the ankle, but we're going to take it a little bit further up. So it comes kind of about a third of the way up. So your ankle is over. So with our normal pretzel bridge, we're going to take the arms either down by your side or they can be out a little bit wider. Palms facing up if you prefer a little bit more of a challenge. Then from here, we're going to slowly work through the articulation of your spine. So breathing in, slowly breathing out, tilting through the pelvis, working through the spine, we're lifting up. Keeping the hips nice and level. And then we're going to slowly lower back down. Drop the breastbone and melt the rest of your spine. Now, of course, if anything gets too much, please put both feet on the ground and do a normal bridge. But this time as we go up, we're going to stay up in the pretzel bridge. With the right leg, we're going to lengthen it to the ceiling. Then we're going to cross it back over and then lower yourself back down. Slowly taking your time. Lovely. And again, we're going up. Slowly, slowly working through the spine, bone by bone. Again, when we get to that lifted position, we're going to lengthen the leg up, crossing it back over, and then again, lowering back down. And again, we're going up. Nice and slowly. So really working into that left leg, the left glute, lifting that leg and lowering. Lovely. So it's a nice, graceful exercise, this one. I can't hear all the groaning, so that's why it's looking graceful. Okay, we're going to make this the last one on this side. Lifting up, lengthening, crossing over, and back down. And then when we get back down, swapping straight over. So crossing the left leg, and again, not just the ankle, just going a little bit further up. That just makes it a little bit narrower. And again, taking your time, lifting up, working through the spine. Lifting, lifting, lifting that right hip. And again, we're going to lift that left leg, taking it back down. And again, slowly bringing it down. And again, this could be your stronger side. It could be your weaker side. Really noticing the difference, having to think a little bit harder maybe. Excellent. When you place that, when you're crossing the leg back over before you come down, making sure it's a nice gentle place down. Lovely, keeping that knee turned out. Lifting and lengthening up and lowering back down. Fantastic. We're going to make your next one the last one. When we finish that last one, we're going to uncross your legs. And then with both feet down, we're going to do one more normal bridge just to get the length and straightening back in. So we're going to keep the arms down by the side. Then we're going to go up with your bridge, both feet flat on the floor, slowly peeling up, keeping the knees steady as you do. And then when we've lifted the hips up, float those arms up and over for the last time. And then we're gently bringing your spine back down, reaching through the fingers, so getting that lovely length into the back. And then bring the arms up and over for the last time. Perfect. From here, we're going to roll over onto our right hand side. A little bit of side lying. So lining up with the back edge of your mat. We're going to do just a slightly different setup. It's only marginally different, not too different, don't worry. But slightly different setup with the legs to do our normal exercises. So we're going to lengthen the legs first of all, straight underneath you. So that's your normal position. And then we're going to bring them forward, but more than you normally would. So probably, again, about 2/3 of the way forward. So you're just over probably a right angle, if we're getting mathematical. So we're going to leave your right leg there, and we're going to flex that right leg, and then we're going to take the left leg back. So you're kind of in an open scissor position. So you've probably got 45 degrees between both legs there. And with that top leg, we're now going to point the toe, keep that hand in front, and we're going to do our normal swing forward, push through the heel and take it back. But all the time, we're going to flex that bottom right leg. And as we take that left leg forward, trying to make sure that you don't fold your body. So we're going to point and sweep forward, keeping the ribs relaxed, scooping the abs in, and then pushing the leg and sending it back. So it's just a slight different position. But it's recruiting, again, different muscles and as many as you can. So we're keeping that right leg flexed and it stays on the floor. And then we push through that left leg, taking it much forward, obviously. And then as you push it through the heel and back, a little bit behind the midline, still keeping that right leg flexed. Pointing, sweeping forward, push through the heel and back. And last one, we're going to point, sweep forward, still pushing through that right lower leg, and then take that leg back. We're going to stop now with that left leg, level now with your hips. So again, you've got this scissor position still flexing that right foot. From here, we're going to point and lift the top leg up, and then we're going to flex the foot. And imagine you're pushing down on a ball, so creating some resistance. And again, we're going to point and lift it up, and then flex the foot, push down on imaginary ball. Feeling that working a little bit more into the leg. And again, point and lift up, heel and push down. Still keeping that right leg flexed. So we've got a lot going on, lots to think about. Making sure that as normal, your shoulders are still stacked. Your abs are engaged, your ribs are relaxed. And of course, you're remembering to breathe. Okay, we're going to do 2 more. Point and lift up. Heel push down. And last one. Point and lift up. Heel and down. When you finish that last one, we can bring that right leg back under. Bring both legs together. Okay, that was good, wasn't it? From here, we're just going to do a basic oyster. So getting it working into the hips. So double check your knees are lined up. We're just going to open and close the top knee. Breathing in as you open, keeping the hips steady. Breathing out and back. And again, we breathe in and open. Breathing out and back. Last one. Point, open, and back down. Again, let that leg rest over. Okay, from here, we're going to flip straight over to the other side. I hope you didn't think I was going to take it easy this Saturday. Thought, oh, it would be a nice thing to do. Right, same on the other side. So again, laying on your flat arm, getting that set up the same. So starting off, straight legs, then bringing them forward much more than you normally would. In that kind of angle. We're going to flex that left foot, keep that left leg active, so kind of pushing down into the ground, and then we're going to take the right leg back, so you're back in line with that hip. Connect the abs, relax the ribs, shoulders stacked. We're going to point and sweep forward, flex through the heel and back, keeping it at hip height. And again, you point and sweep forward, flex and push back. So not forgetting, still flexing the foot on the left leg into the mat. Point and sweep forward, heel and back. So again, recruiting more muscles, maybe feeling it a little bit more in your waist into the obliques. Point and sweep forward, heel and back. Flexing that left leg, remembering to breathe. Okay, we're going to do one more sweep forward. Push through the heel and back. Again, now lined up with the hip. Again, we're going to point, lift up, flex, push down on that imaginary board. Don't make it easy for yourself, unless you want to, of course. And again, point and lift up, flex, push and down. And again, point and lift up, push that leg down. Remembering, is that left foot still flexed? Scooping in the abs, point and lift, flex and back. Last one. And again, push that down. When you finish that last one, take the legs together, let them drop over. From here, we're going to go into the oyster. Again, double check you're all lined up. Connect the abs, relax the ribs. We're going to just open and close that top knee. Breathing in and breathing out. Okay, we're going to make this one your last one. And when we finish that last one, we're going to roll over onto our fronts. So from here, we're going to go into Cobra. Nice, just to get the movement into your spine. So making sure your shoulders are relaxed and down, your arms are in the E shape or the W shape, and your nose just hovering from the ground. Scoop the abs in, sending your tailbone down towards your heels, pushing through the nose, lengthening through the chin, lengthening through the head as you lift up. Baby Cobra for your first one. And then taking your ribs and your chest back down. If you want a little bit more, we're going up to a full Cobra. Looking across the length of the floor and then bringing yourself back down, bone by bone, sequentially. And again, we're lifting up, sliding those shoulders down to that imaginary V point in the center of your back. And then coming back down. Last one, breathing in. And then gently bring yourself back down. Rest your head onto your hands. Just relaxing for a couple of breaths. From there, we're going to pop our hands up just by your chest and we're going to push ourselves up, tucking your toes under into 4-point kneeling. Okay, so we've got, what have we got here? Oh, 2 exercises here. Well, one's an exercise, one's a nice stretch. So the first one, we are going to do some push-ups. We've obviously worked your triceps. We want to work into the biceps and the shoulders a bit more. No need to sign off now if you think you've had enough. Okay, they're slightly different to the ones we've done before. So you're going to be your normal 4-point kneeling position, hands underneath your shoulders. We're going to bring the hands just forward ever so slightly. We're going to gather the ribs and we're drawing the elbows together. So we're going to go halfway down, maybe a third if it's too tough for you. We're going to hold here. So we take the weight of your body with you, drawing the elbows together. Here we're going to go up and down for 8. So we push up and down, 7, up and down, 6, 5, not going all the way up, no, not going all the way down, 2 more, last one. As you bring yourself back up, we're going to come into a cat stretch. So we're going to tuck the tailbone under, rippling through the back, dropping your head down. Then we slowly return the spine back to neutral. We're going to go into those push-ups again. So we're going to go halfway down, draw the elbows together, let that weight go into the arms. And again, we're just doing those 8 kind of pulses, but they're not pulses exactly. Making sure your shoulders are together as well, drawing the elbows together. 5 more, 4 more, 3, 2, and last one, we're pushing up, going back into the cat again. So tucking the tailbone under, rippling through the spine, dropping your head down. And then we're going to return back to neutral. We're going to do those push-ups one more time. So just shifting the weight, draw the elbows together, again going it's halfway down, and again going up and down for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one, bring yourself back up, going straight up into the cat, tucking the tailbone under, rippling up through the spine, taking your head forward. And then as you return back to your neutral spine, taking yourself back into child's pose, or you can bring yourself round to seated and round down over your knees. So if you are in child's pose today, we're going to keep your arms forward so that you can really stretch into the arms, reach your fingers as far away as you can, stretching into the shoulders. And if you're rounding down over your knees, just grabbing the elbows behind your thighs. After that last breath in, scooping in the abdominals, slowly bringing yourself up and to a seated position. And we're going to take the legs round. Taking the legs straight in front of you, nice and even on your sit bones. We're going to bend your right knee, taking it up and over your left leg. And then your left elbow goes onto the outside of that right knee. Your right arm reaches round behind you. And you look up, lifting the chest and round. Getting a little bit of a stretch into the glute and rotation into your spine. And then we're going to release the elbow. Uncross the legs, same on the other side. Left leg crosses over the right. Right elbow onto the outside of that left knee. Reaching round with that left arm. Lift that chest up and round, pushing the elbow into the leg. And holding here. Then coming back round to the centre. We're going to swing the legs round, tuck them underneath, bring ourselves up to standing. Lovely. From there, we're going to link the hands together, reach them forward, dropping the chest, stretching across the back of the shoulders. And then we're going to lift the arms up, looking inside the palms, reaching up. And then we're going to bring the arms back round. We're going to just place them either side of at the back of your hips. Sort of kind of pushing into your bottom. Gently squeeze the elbows together, lift the chest up. Nice stretch through the arms and the shoulders. And then we're just going to release the arms, take them down. Taking your legs hip distance apart. Swing the arms and shoulders, looking behind you, lifting up the opposite heel. Last one to either side. Stopping in the centre, finishing off, of course, with the toddler teenage shrug. Big breath in, shoulders up to your ears. Breathing out, heavy with the breath out. And again, breathing in. Put your hands together, well done. Thank you very much. Let me.
Thanks, Sarah.
Yes. So good start to Saturday morning.
Very good.
You can go and conquer the world now.
Definitely.
Lovely. Thank you very much. Enjoy your bank holiday weekend.
And you. Thanks very much,
Thank
Sarah.
you.
Bye.
Bye.